Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the Reliaquest Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Vanderbilt's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. To the air, it's Pavia. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Hoskins. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Commodores will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
And the Hawkeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Off play action on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Gill. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Gonna run it. It's Moulton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll try to get outside. Creates a little room. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Moulton doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Sherrill. And the returner will be dragged down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stowers. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sherrill. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
4 wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gill. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Complete to the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the Reliaquest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Reliaquest Bowl.
And the Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To the air on 2nd down, and they can't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on
it. Misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try the run. Running into the open space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Commodores! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions and making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Gibb. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack. And they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end.
The kick is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stowers. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
First down, Commodores.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for space. It's Alexander.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Finds a man by himself. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stowers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Going to swing it on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for room, it's Alexander. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Commodores will hunt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.